My name is Kingsley, and I am a computer science major at Tufts University. Before we start, I am expressing my own thoughts and opinions and am no way representative of Tufts or any other organizations. As you may know, the Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal led to the sale of an estimated 87 million Facebook accounts. To be clear, Facebook did not directly sell the data to Cambridge Analytica, but for this video, the details of the scandal are unimportant. So who is Cambridge Analytica, you might ask? They were a political consulting firm that used the Facebook data that they obtained to influence the thoughts and opinions of a massive number of people. And why is this important? And how has the public responded to the scandal? In short, this data is important because it is used to target groups of people to sway their opinions based on their deep-seated fears and insecurities. To illustrate this influence that Cambridge Analytica had, I will depict a completely hypothetical situation for you. So, let's say Paul is an unemployed South Texan during the 2016 presidential election, and Paul's looking for a job. He's upset that he can't find work immediately, and Paul is then targeted by major political companies like Cambridge Analytica, and because they have Paul's behavioral data, they bombard Paul with messages blaming immigrants as the reason why South Texans cannot find work. Now, these messages that these major political companies give are not necessarily fact-based. They are often fabricated, and this is what people now often refer to as fake news. Now, what is Paul in this situation likely to do? He's likely to support Donald Trump, a political candidate that seemingly addresses Paul's fears and insecurities by isolating immigrants. Now, that is why these data leaks, like the Cambridge Analytica incident, are a big deal. Because without these data leaks, Cambridge Analytica and companies like it don't know what kind of propaganda to target Paul with. So, fake news cannot proliferate. Now, how did we, the public, respond to the scandal? Politicians have demanded increased data privacy policy and requested Mark Zuckerberg to testify in Congress. Now, that seems like a great first step, but unfortunately at the testimony it became evidently clear that Congress simply does not understand the situation. Now, what have the rest of us done in reaction to the scandal? Almost nothing. In fact, most popular media outlets parodied the situation. After Mark Zuckerberg's testimony in front of Congress, Jimmy Kimmel Live and The Daily Show with Trevor Noah focused on the fact that Congress is old and tech illiterate. And this is an extremely important point when taken seriously, but it also diverts attention from the severity of this situation. Likewise, Saturday Night Live made a comedy sketch about Zuckerberg's robotic demeanor and behavior, but that also diverts attention from the importance of data privacy. Finally, other media like Joe Rogan on his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, raise some valid points about the potential consequences of the scandal, but come from a place of relative ignorance. All of this is to say that either the public doesn't truly care to educate themselves on digital privacy, or doesn't understand how important digital privacy is. Now, to illustrate this fact that the general public doesn't care, after a breach, doesn't care about data breach. After a brief initial drop in the stock market price of Facebook, the Facebook stock has nearly returned to pre-scandal levels merely 3 months after the scandal took place. Moreover, Facebook continues to expand into new markets. For example, at F8, Facebook's annual developer conference, Facebook recently announced a new dating service provided by Facebook because they understand how short-lived this scandal will seem in the long run. They are expanding because they know people will forget, and that is why action items must be taken right now rather than later. Because if nothing happens now, privacy issues will not be brought to light until the next major privacy incident, which could have much more severe consequences. So, if you are interested in hearing about the action items I believe we should take, an overview of the details of the actual incident, how I assess Facebook's reaction to the scandal, why I believe privacy is something we all must care about, or why I think few people actually care about privacy. Ming has that paper. Thank you.